So when it comes into the today's activities, so let's go ahead and talk about all these areas like training approach as well as the job opportunities and all. So here training approach basically whatever the configuration which you are going to do either like GL or else maybe AP or cash management, fixed assets or account receivables or intercompany or tax or P2P cycle, everything which you are going to do discussion from the scratch. Once the application is released to you as a consultant, what exactly we need to do that? What are the prerequisites which you need to complete that? Prior to our financial activity, some other team to perform something, how that can be handled, who is going to perform that? Example, in our case, HCM, human capital management team supposed to perform that. What they need to define the enterprise structure, divisions. Then only we can go ahead and start with our configuration. So all the points which are going to be addressed, each and every activity level, we are going to discuss about that. Okay. So that once you attend our training, you guys will be in a situation to configure the application with all the modules without dependency, particularly on the standard functionalities I'm talking about. Of course, other requirements and all, we need to understand the requirement. We need to prepare the documentation. Once the client is signed up, then only we can go ahead and do the implementation. If you wanted to do any kind of customization, first without configuring all the standard features, that cannot be achieved. Standard features, mandatorily you need to do that. Later point of time, based on the business requirement, maybe 10% or 20%, we need to understand the knowledge, whatever which are going to gain here, all these modules. By this, you guys can go ahead and able to manage that. Of course, internal team would be there, Oracle team would be there to support us in case is that feature is available or not. All these things will be discussed in a with a open platform, maybe in the with the clients calls and also that will be addressed in a such a way. Okay. So when it coming to our training approach, we are going to do the configuration for either we can pick for either India or else maybe US country. So we'll do the end-to-end configuration for all the modules from the scratch, from the data gathering perspective. How the data gathering can be happen, how you need to start with the configuration, all the points will be discussed about that. Okay, so and when it comes to the job opportunities, if in case someone is already well aware, that is well and good. In case maybe, for example, someone may be new to the system or someone new to the cloud financials, job opportunities, definitely there are a lot many job opportunities which are available in the current market. In the current market, really based on my experience, I'm saying there is a lot of shortage consultants in the Oracle consulting because the requirement is huge, but when it comes to the skilled people, it's very less. I can say like, two, maybe 50% of the consultants which are available, 50% just they are managing that. I mean, one person handling two projects, experienced people, it's a overburden happening. That is the reality. Okay, so definitely opportunity wise, no need to bother about that. As I said in the yesterday's session, 2031, the Oracle EBS is going to be stop doing the services from the Oracle company. So by that time, all the clients supposed to be migrated to Oracle Cloud because no one is going to be waited till last moment, right? Already clients are started discussions or started migrating from EBS to cloud. Of course, new customers always that should be there. New customers will always separate team there to take care about new customers and existing customers, guiding them and providing the opportunities like, providing the opportunity in the sense like information about the benefits of the cloud if you use that and all. So everyone is well aware because ERP separate team would be there irrespective of each company. They will do the analysis and all. Definitely they can go ahead and take a call. That would be the general approach in any kind of organizations. Okay. So and here we're coming to the cloud. So 2026, 2027, it will be the huge time or huge clients are going to be migrated from EBS system to cloud. So opportunity wise, definitely lot many opportunities. Here opportunities not only from the like offshore. Offshore is nothing but from base location. So we may get a lot many opportunities to work from the client place also. For example, there are, let's say 10 people are there in the team. So 40% of the team need to support from the client place and 60% of the team supposed to support from the offshore. Offshore is nothing but, for example, you are working for Wipro that you are based out of maybe Chennai or maybe Hyderabad. You need to support from your office. Onshore is nothing but the client place. For example, your client is example Standard and Poor's. Standard & Poor's operating from the US, or else maybe Saudi Arabia, or else maybe like Dubai, or else maybe like UK. Example I'm taking. We may need to travel that. Everything can be taken care by the clients as well as our team. They are going to take care about our traveling activities and all, because that is totally depends on the requirement. So definitely 40% people should be there, or 40% of the resources should be there from the onshore, and 60% supposed to be, and few clients may be vice versa also. 60% from the onshore on-site and 40% from the offshore. This is totally depends. Okay, of course, if you are really interested to work in the on-site, maybe client places, definitely it's a very good platform. Once you trained on this, do the proper practice and whatever the guidance which are going to guide you. If you follow that within a year or maybe in 2 years, definitely we guys can go ahead and create a path in Oracle consulting stream. Again, I'm telling you, yesterday also I've said that. Again, it's end of the day, it's our individual choice, how much efforts we are going to put that, how you wanted to create a path, how you serious about your career. It's total, because end of the day, getting opportunity is one thing. Once you get an opportunity, how much you learn here, how much you done a practice, it's going to be utilized there. Without having a proper practice, without preparing ourselves, maybe if you get an opportunity also, again you need to struggle there. So my request is, at the time of training duration, or else maybe post the training 2 months or 3 months, if you put up what I can say, dedicated efforts, definitely if you are in a proper plan, definitely once you get an opportunity, it will be easy for you. Okay, that's what my suggestion as a trainer. But of course, you as an individual, you guys know better how to plan yourself, when are going to be your free time and all. That's you need to plan yourself. In case any suggestions are required, definitely I'm always there to support you, and also my team also there to support you. Okay, so this is how the opportunities, and also the hierarchy. Here you can see that, the hierarchy means the what I can say, positions. For example, any company, even any company or any stream, they follow some hierarchy. So basically, when it comes to our consulting hierarchy, this would be the general hierarchy irrespective of any organization. These are some fundamentals to know as a consultant starts with, because example, maybe you're carrying 5 years of experience. If you're not aware that, maybe they may give an option to maybe associate consultant. You may request for consultant role also. 2 to 5 years, it's going to be associate consultant. You may request for consultant, because if you are aware all this, then only you can go ahead and discuss about all this position as well as the CTC things and all, right? So initial of career, maybe you are new to the system or we are new to the job, like 0 to 2 years of experience, they are going to give offer like as a trainee consultant. They need to support with the consultant, whatever the assignment they are going to give. So they need to complete that, they need to understand that, they need to take help from them. Okay, that way the trainee consultant role should be. Once you get some hands on that, internally we may get opportunity like to work on the consultant. Maybe 2 years you worked in one company, maybe whenever you wanted to jump to some other company also, you may get opportunity like as associate consultant. Your packages which I mentioned here, maybe it's not exactly the same, here and there should be close numbers. Okay, so then consultant, their experience also. For example, even few people may not have a 10 plus years of experience, but they are in a position of associate architect, because that is totally in the opportunity. That is totally on our skill set. How much we learn in 10 years of time, based on our interview discussion also, they are going to offer the offers with the positions and the package. Everything is going to be matters here. Okay, how much efforts are today, if you put efforts, definitely by the down the line, maybe after 5 years, definitely you will have a very good career path in this consulting stream. Okay, and not only this consulting, if you learn this process, you are who already working as an end user or accountant in the Oracle cloud system or else maybe EVS system, how the configuration and all done. So that will be added advantage for you. Whenever you go for any discussion with the clients and all, so you guys may aware, okay, this is how the configuration is done. For that reason, we are doing a transaction process. This is interlinked with that. That way, you guys can go ahead and correlate. You already working as accountant. You guys can go ahead and enhance your skills. That way, you can go ahead and look for the opportunities also. That's how the hierarchy generally follows here. Lead consultant, then associate architect means architect is nothing but who is going to be finalize the chart of accounts and all. Lead consultant maybe need to lead the team completing the activity within a timelines and all. Of course, lead accountant, they cannot directly go ahead and work as a lead accountant, lead consultant. They need to know the process, they need to know the total activities, then only will reach this place. So each and every role is very, very important, and each and every position is important. Okay, so that's how the hierarchy should be followed. And architect, then later project manager and delivery manager. Under delivery manager, multiple project managers would be available. Under one project manager, multiple architects should be there. Under one architect, multiple associate architect would be there. Under associate architect, there are multiple lead consultant would be there. So that's how the hierarchy. That's how the hierarchy should be followed. And also project manager, then delivery manager, then later delivery head, like US delivery head, like UK delivery head, maybe Singapore delivery, like APAC delivery head. Like that's how the hierarchy should be followed in the real-time consulting stream. Based on your experience, you may pit for this respective position. Of course, pitting for the position is important. Simultaneously, we need to carry that level of knowledge is also matters. For example, I'm carrying 10 plus years of experience. Even though I did not get a much chance to work on the application, if I'm in architect position, definitely problem for me. If I work from the ground level so that I can go ahead and reach this place, because I know who is going to do what and all, and how the the work allocation should be and all. So that if you are in a practical experience, that will be easily, you guys can go ahead and handle that. Always remember, subject and knowledge on the application or command on the application is always matters, guys, end of the day. Okay, is that clear? So, and offerings and options. So basically, in yesterday's session, we have discussed about these offerings, right? Like modules like financial management, human capital management, supply chain management, and portfolio PPM or procurement or portfolio management. Full name, PPM is a short name. These are different offerings which are available in our Oracle product family. But where I can go ahead and see that? What is offerings? As I said here, you can see this. These are different offerings. Here I've noted few points here. Where is that? 1 second. Yeah, see here. Financials is one of the offering. SCM, supply chain management, is one of the offering. HCM, human capital management, is one of the offering. All these offerings are nothing but bunch of options or bunch of modules. Under financials, you can see AP, AR means AP means accounts payable, AR means account receivable, FA means fixed assets, GL means general ledger, CM means cash management, tax, subledger accounting, approvals, all this part of intercompany, all this part of financials. Same way supply chain management. These are all different options you can call it, or else modules you can call it under offerings. This is your Oracle product family. These are all interlinked with each other application. For example, if I create POs in SCM, all the data should be flown to our AP side. How that can be done and all, we are going to see that. For example, I'm performing create accounting in accounts payable module. How that flow into our general ledger. Once the create accounting is completed, end of the day, how can I go ahead and check that? For example, 10 transactions are created in AP side. And once the create accounting is completed, 10 transaction equivalent to some 10,000. End of the day, general ledger also should be match. General ledger 10 transactions should be transferred from AP, and 10 transactions equivalent to 10,000 amount should be matched. Then only the reconciliation can be happen. For example, 10 created in AP, 9 created only in general ledger. We need to do the reconciliation. Why that one line is missing? What is the reason? Something which is accounting is not done in AP side, or else something which is stuck in somewhere. That kind of things which is going to need to be do as a consultant. Of course, these are the kind of offerings, even though which Oracle is providing, and these are interlinked to each other. Not only for integration within Oracle products, financial or SCM, some other third-party vendors. For example, let's take Coupa. Okay, so Coupa is one of the source or one of the ERP which the invoices can be created. But my client is using ERP, Oracle Cloud, but for invoice creation, they are using the Coupa. Once the Coupa invoices are created, we need to ensure all the invoices which are getting loaded into accounts payable or not. Not only within our Oracle product family, other side applications also we can go ahead and integrate that. That you can call it as an inbound. Same way, we'll have outbound also. For example, once the payment file is created, you wanted to place that in the bank server. The file would be that is, you can call it as outbound. Inbound and outbound integrations also available with the Oracle. Means here offerings which are going to be available, all these things, as well as integrations can be happen from different source system, as well as inbound can be happen, as well as the outbound can be happen with the Oracle. Okay. And options we have discussed about, like, these are all different options which you can call it. Under offerings, these are all the options which are available that. Okay. That way you can understand about offerings as well as the options. And application, how the application look and feel. See here, generally, let me log out from this user. So generally, once you subscribe the application, okay, you started using the application, okay. So you join in the organization as a consultant. They are going to share you the URL. This is how the URL looks like. Let me just delete this. The same URL which are going to discuss in our sessions, the same URL going to be shared to you also for your preparation, means for practice. Let's sign out. Leave this. So this is how the application looks like. Let's log in. They are going to give a credentials like user ID as well as the password. So user ID is this and password is this. Whenever you subscribe that, right, they are going to provide you same, like we are going to share this URL as well as the credentials to you in our WhatsApp group. You guys can go ahead and start doing your preparation based on our regular sessions should be happen. If you wanted to make a notes at the time of sessions, yes, you guys can make a note. And if you wanted to refer the recording session, yes, you guys can go ahead and refer the recording session. At the time of attending the sessions, you wanted to make a clear notes, yes, it's totally up to you. How you wanted to prepare yourself, definitely you can go ahead and decide yourself, okay? Once the user ID credentials which are going to be entered, the application is going to be looks like this. This is your cloud application. Of course, the vision, it's a test instance. For the reason it's showing as a vision. So here, the login user ID, which is showing as AUGen6. This is for that reason showing as good morning AUGen6. And these are all different offerings, as I said, right? So for example, under offerings, order management, contract management, all these are options, general accounting, intercompany accounting, okay, fixed assets. All these are like options. All these are part of financials. Here, once you log in this application, not only for financials, some seeded things related, okay, some academic tools, this is something related to HCM, okay, supply chain execution, this is related to SCM, all this will be available. How everything is going to be controlled? For example, if I wanted to perform anything related to general ledger, I need to assign the roles to general ledger related activities. Then only I can go ahead and perform that. Same way for accounts payable related activities. If I wanted to perform, I need to assign the roles. What roles to be assigned, how the roles to be assigned, how the seeded roles will be available. In case you wanted to do the customization, how to do the custom roles definition. All these things we are going to discuss as part of our regular session. Here you can see one of the topics, custom roles, like how to, how to define the auto provision roles. All these things we are going to discuss. Of course, this is one of the roles area, which I want to showcase. Each and every activity, the transaction process, which I want to cover with the respective module level. And here, when it comes to the application look and feel, this you can call it as a navigator. Either you navigate from here, example, sales, general accounting. For example, if you click here, this is how it looks like. RS intercompany, this is how it looks like. Cash management, this is how it looks like. Either you navigate from this navigator, or else if you navigate from here home page, both will be same. There is no difference at all, but we have a flexibility. Why this is coming and all, we'll discuss about why under general accounting, why this is coming and all, because we need to assign the role privileges to this user. This user is already assigned the role privileges. For that reason, we can see all these things without assigning the role, how this should be and all. Maybe we are going to discuss about that, but understand the concept, like how the application looks like, how the home page looks like. Okay, here you can see here, this is something home. If I click on this home page will be open. We're already in the home page. This is your favorites. For example, let's say here, let's go to general accounting example. If I wanted to navigate to general accounting, a journals page, example I'm taking, just click on journals. Here, this will be the journals page. This will be the task list. If I wanted to create a journal, I can go ahead and create a journal. Example, I'm not going to create any journal. Just I'm showcasing that. Here, this page I wanted to put as a favorite. I don't want to navigate every time journals and general accounting journals and all. I wanted to put this as a home, like as a favorite. How to do that? Let's click on this. Open that particular page. Add to favorites. Create a journal. That's it. Let's say 7 years. Now again, come back here, home page. Okay, let's cancel this. Unless if it's cancelled, it won't come. Okay. This is how home page looks like, right? Earlier, what we have done, come to general ledger, click on generals. And once we click on this, then this we have navigated to this and we have create journal. This page will be open. But if I put a favorites, right? Simply come here, favorites. Just click on create journal. That's it. That will be directed to journals page. No need to navigate that. So this is how you can go ahead and put it. It's a kind of shortcut. Okay, this home page. This is a kind of here search option. You wanted to search anything. This would be the watch list. Like for example, in case you wanted to get any notification kind of thing here, you can see that watch list and any approvals notification. For example, I'm approver for some XYZ resource. XYZ resource when they submit AP invoice or maybe AR invoice based on the approval configuration which we do, the notification will get the respective user. We need to go ahead and do the approvals. This is how the home page looks like. Let's say cancel this. Again, come back to home page. So this is how the home page looks like and whatever the features which are available, we have discussed here. This is something which the user, you can see this is our user. All these options, why it is coming in, we'll discuss about maybe a later point of time. Just understand the home page, how it looks like and what are the mandatory information should know. Setup and maintenance. Setup and why this is coming in, we'll discuss about that. Just try to understand how to enable the offerings. Actions, go to offerings. See here, these are all different offerings which are available here under this instance. Fusion Accounting Hub, Financials, HCM Communicate, Grants Management, Marketing, OM, PRM offerings, PPM, okay? Like Project Financial Management. All these things which are available here, sales related, sales marketing, workforce development, supply chain planning, workforce development, yeah, student management, all this procurement, material management, all these which are available. How shall I know which offerings which are enabled or which are offerings which are used? Navigate this page, you can see here financials. This is enabled, means in this instance, this financial offerings are which are enabled. Same way, let's go ahead and check for procurement. This is also enabled. Initially, whenever you get a new or fresh instance to your client, by default, this should not be enabled. Sometimes, like Oracle only, they are going to enable and they are going to hand it over to you. Or else, if it is not done, you need to just, the checkbox would be there. You can just go ahead and enable that. Once it is enabled, the status will be updated as enabled. This is how we can get to know what are offerings which are available or which are enabled under that our instance or in our client instance. That way we can understand that. Okay, under financials, as I said, what different options which we have here? GL, API, right? Here you can see that under financial, you can see this. What exactly financial are going to be taken care? Exactly, we are going to cover the same as part of our training. Configure. Have you managed the financial flows? Can you mute yourself in case someone is speaking? I see some background noise, please. See here, these are the activities which are going to taken care as part of finance. Configure how you manage financial flows, includes assets, ledgers, cash cycle, invoices, payments, AR, collections, and subledger accounting as well as the taxation. All these are going to be covered as part of a regular training. We can notice here. GLAP, cash management, FA, AR, tax, intercompany, P2P cycle as well as. All these things should be covered. Here you can see that. Means under this financial offering, we can get to see all these things which are available or which are going to be covered. Okay. Under financials, we have a flexibility. Under financial offering, I wanted to implement only for AP, or I wanted to implement for only AR, or I wanted to implement only for GL. Yes, we have that kind of flexibility also. How to check that? Let's click on this opt-in features. just click on opt-in features, under which you can see all different options which are all different modules which are part of financials offering. We can go ahead and see that. Again, I'm telling you, this is you never go ahead and edit anything as it's a test instance. Just it's good to know information as a consultant. For the reason I am demonstrating where is the control and all, but you never touch this point. Maybe you guys can navigate here, but don't edit anything. If you edit something, it's going to be impact all the users who are going to be use this URL. We need to be, it's a very sensitive thing. We need to be handled in a very careful. Okay. So let's click on opt-in future. So it's just taking time to navigate that. Just wait for a moment. Just enable that. Not only for AP. For example, you wanted to disable for expenses. Yes. Or fixed assets. Yes. AR. Customer invoice processing, nothing but AR. You can disable that. We have a control everything here. Okay. This is how we can go ahead and check that. This is how we can go ahead and check that. Let's say, click on it. I'm not modifying anything. Just have kept as it is. Back to enable. We never touch this, but okay. As a consultant, definitely we should know all these areas. But when you do your practice also, never come here. But okay, just navigate here and come back without modifying anything. Okay. And also here, this is related documents. You can click on this. See here, financial related task. If you wanted to navigate or if you wanted to export it here, set up task list. You can export this. Once you export it, most of the tasks which are going to be available here, right? All will be available. Maybe you guys can go ahead and check offline. Just export this, setup and task, export in Excel format or PDF format, HTML format, whatever. You can export it. You can check that. And mostly, I can say 70 to 80% of the topics which are going to be covered as part of our regular course curriculum. All these things includes transaction process as well as the configuration. You can check it from here. As part of financials, what different tasks which are available and all, you can check it from here. You can export it. You can check that. If you wanted to cross compare with our sheet, yes, you guys can go ahead and cross compare that. No problem at all. Is that clear? How to enable the offerings and how to check that? Where is the control? In case you want to disable one of the module, or in case you want to enable one of the module, how that can be controlled, everything. So the next roles, as I said, in Fusion system, either maybe if you take HCM offering, or either if you take financial offering, or else if you take SCM offering, or if you take lease accounting offering, or if you take any other offering, project PPM offering, any other offering, roles is going to be play very key role. What is role? Role is nothing but the privileges. For example, this is the user. Let me go ahead and query that. How to create a user handle we'll discuss about, but the role, I wanted to showcase why the role is going to be very, very important. In case someone is already from EBS background, means the older system. In EBS, there is no role concept. Everything can be managed by the EBS system, means responsibility only. In cloud, everything can be managed by the roles. For example, let's go ahead and query our user. That is AUGN6 is our user. See here, this is the user which is created. What roles which are assigned? General accountant, general accounting manager, and financial. These three roles are related to general accounting roles. If I assign the roles to the user, this user can go ahead and perform anything related to general accounting. Without assigning the role, I cannot go ahead and perform anything. Each module wise, and coming to GL, we have some seeded roles to be assigned. When it coming to AP, accounts payable manager, accounts payable supervisor, accounts payable specialist, cash management, cash manager role, fixed asset, fixed account, asset accountant role, AR, account receivable manager, account receivable specialist, billing specialist. All these are the roles which are available. When it coming to tax, tax accountant, when it coming to intercompany accountant, all these things, everything can be managed by the roles. Whenever we are going to discuss about our respective module-wise configuration, once the configuration is completed, if you wanted to perform any transaction process, you can go ahead and assign the roles. If you see any module, if you pick it for, in the this would once the configuration is completed, the role should be assigned. Here, see, in each module level, role should be assigned. Here, initially, we are initially only assigning here. Okay. each module role, because without assigning the role, you cannot go ahead and perform anything, guys. Role is going to be play very, very key role here. How to assign the role and all, here you can go ahead and query your user, you can go ahead and assign it. Of course, I have created, I have used one of the existing user, but in our case, we are gonna, yes, let's take accounts payable manager is a role example. Okay, this is one of the role. This is the job role, you can call it. Okay, what is job role, what is duty role, and all also we'll discuss about that. Under this job role, you may have 100 duty roles. Maybe invoice creation, invoice cancellation. Example, I'm taking few. Okay, invoice posting, invoice validation, invoice payment, create accounting, transfer to general ledger, transfer to GL, void the payment, cancel the payment. So these are, I'm taking whatever which is coming to mind because it's very, easy to understand, simple duty roles. Okay, so these many are their example, but my client is expecting, boss, accounts payable manager is having these many duty roles. I don't want to give these many privileges. How can go ahead and achieve that? That can be achieved through defining the custom role. So I can say invoice creation role. That's it. Under which what I can go ahead and add that? Under which client is saying invoice creation, you can add it. Cancellation, you can add it. Posting and these 4 to be added. That's it. That can be achieved through your custom. Remaining all, maybe payment activity supposed to be invoice payment role. That way you can have a number of custom roles, you can go ahead and define it. If I assign the job role, automatically all this available with this role. Once I assign to user, user can go ahead and perform that. If I assign this role, user can go ahead and perform only this. That's how the control can be happen in the real time. You wanted to give some list of privileges only, yes, that can be done through custom role definition. For the reason, role is going to be very key area in the cloud area, cloud platform. When coming to EBS, there is no concept called as a role. Everything can be managed by the responsibility, either GL responsibility, AP responsibility, AR responsibility, and all. If you wanted to perform GL activity, you need to go to GL responsibility. If you wanted to perform AP activities, AP responsibility. But when it coming to Fusion system, it's not like that. You can go ahead and perform everything from the same platform from the FSM page here. You can see here. This is your home page. Setup and maintenance. Of course, we'll discuss about what is FSM page and where we can get all these things here. Under financial, you can see general ledger. No need to navigate to particular general ledger. We can put a cursor simply under financials. For example, let's take accounting calendar. We wanted to go ahead and look for. So let's say search it automatically. Accounting calendar. Just I'm searching for one of the task. Accounting calendar. See here, automatically that will come here. So known, for example, accounts, maybe manage invoice options. Example, this is accounts payable related. No need to navigate separately for AP. No need to navigate for separately for AR or GL. That should be the common platform, that is functional setup manager. Functional setup means how you wanted to do a setup related to your functioning the activity. Simple, the definition. Here you can go ahead and look for that. So why this is all this coming, and not only from this area we can go ahead and look for that, or different areas we have option to search with this and all. We'll discuss about that maybe when that particular activity, like project creation, how to do that. From project creation also we can go ahead and search with that. And also there is another concept called as a global search. I can go ahead and search from here, as well as I can go ahead and search from here also. So multiple ways to navigate this here, but both will be directed to same page. You may get a question, okay, these 2 options which are available, can I go ahead and from there, or can I go ahead and do from FSM page? It's totally up to you where you want to do. But you should know these many ways or these many places we can go ahead and navigate them. Okay, for the reason, all these fundamentals which are discussing that. Is it clear on the roles concept, guys? Whatever which I have discussed so far, how important it's going to be, how to define the custom roles, how to break up that and all. Is that clear? This is functional setup manager. Okay. This part also you need to understand. For example, here, let's say functional setup manager. Let's click on this. Done. Okay. See here. This is okay. Let's come to home page. Okay. Once you log into the application, this is how it looks like. This is how it looks like. Come here. Setup and maintenance. Why this is coming, and I'll discuss about that at the time of user creation. This is your FSM page. Either you wanted to navigate, manage accounting calendar or any other task. Yes, you can navigate from here. Or else you wanted to navigate from here also. This you can call it as a global search. Any activity is going to become. Or else you wanted to search it from the FSM page, here also come. 90% of the task which is going to be available from here, which is not available from here, you can go ahead and search it from. You may get a question. How shall I know what 90% which are going to be available, what 10% which are going to be not available from all? That will come with the experience. That will come with the experience. We'll take care few of the activities from where to navigate and where not to navigate and all. We are going to discuss about our real-time configuration activity level. Whenever you search with the task, automatically we can go ahead and look for that. So that you guys will be clear on that. Okay. FSM page and global search. This is also very, very fundamental thing to know, because someone may ask you, can you go ahead and search from the global search? You might aware what is global search, what is FSM page. Without knowing this, it's very tough to work in the real-time environment. Okay, so for that reason, here we can go ahead and search with this FSM area. You can go ahead and say that, yes, even I've searched from the global search, the task is not coming. You can go ahead and ask them. In case when we were suggest to ask you, you can just take the screenshot, you can go ahead and reply back them. Without knowing this, what is global search and all, maybe it's very tough to handle in the real time. For that reason, we need to be very careful. All this information should know as a consultant. It's a FSM page or maybe global search. Not only from FSM and not only from global search, there is another area to search with the task, that is from the project. Of course, project activity, we are going to discuss about that later point of time. And let's go ahead and try to create the user and role assignment and LDAP jobs. All these things may be better. It's already 9:30. So maybe a few of them are already working employees. I don't want to take their time, because maybe tomorrow we'll try to conclude all these things once it's completed. And day after tomorrow onwards, we are going to start with the actual configuration for the general ledger.